Okay, good morning, Year 7. So last week we talked about properties of triangles. Today we're going to talk about properties of quadrilaterals. So make sure that you copy down your date and your title and your learning objective here. There are some keywords here that you can also copy down if you would like to. Make sure you've got a margin in your books. Now, if some of you have run out of your books, hopefully you'll have some paper around your home, maybe a notepad that you could dedicate to maths. I know it's hard when we can't, be in school and have the resources that the school gives you, but we've just got to do what we can, okay? So once you've written your date and title, you can pause the video, remember at any point to make sure you're caught up. Let's have a look at the first bit. So quadrilaterals, we know, are shapes that have 4 straight sides and 4 angles. Now each of these is a type of quadrilateral. You've got a square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, kite, and arrowhead here. Now you'll notice that some of them have got dashes on them, and some of them have also got little right angles on them as well. So a square and a rectangle are the only shapes here that have right angles. The rest don't in these cases. But you'll see the little dashes. Now, some of them have 1 dash and some of them have 2 dashes on a line. Now, for a square, all the sides are the same length. Therefore, that's why each of the sides only has 1 dash on it. However, if we look at the rectangle, the left-hand side and the right-hand side have 1 dash, and then the top side and the bottom side have 2 dashes. I want you to think about why that is. Why might that be? Same for the parallelogram. The left-hand side and the right-hand side have 1 dash and the top and bottom have 2 dashes. Then we look at the rhombus again and all of the sides have 1 dash. And I'll tell you that all the sides of a rhombus are the same length. Now look at the trapezium. It's got 2 arrows on it. I wonder if you can remember what type of line that is showing. You've got a kite there. The top 2 sides have got 1 dash, and then the bottom 2 sides have got 2 dashes. And then same for the arrowhead. So I really want you to think about what those dashes might mean and what you think they might mean in terms of the lengths of the sides. So here we're going to talk about those little dashes. We actually use the little dashes to show when the sides are the same length. However, we cannot just put 1 dash on each of these sides because they aren't all the same length. We know the left-hand side and the right-hand side are the same length, but the top and the bottom are different to the left and the right. Therefore, that's why we have to add an extra dash to show that the left side is equal to the right side and the top side is equal to the bottom side. Okay, we use arrows to show where lines are parallel to each other. I'm going to do this in a different colour. So which lines do we think are parallel to each other? Well, I know this line is parallel to this line, and this line is parallel to this line. What about when 2 lines are perpendicular, when they make a right angle? Well, we know that a rectangle should have 4 right angles. So there we filled in all the important information on this rectangle. We know that it has 2 pairs of equal sides, we know it has 2 pairs of parallel lines, and we know it has 4 right angles. So they are the properties of that rectangle. Okay, we've talked about this before. The quadrilateral can be described as A, B, C, and D. How could I describe its vertices? Vertices means corners. So the vertices are A, B, C, and D. That's how we would write them. How could I describe its angles? Well, do you remember what we do for angles? We put a little sign in front, so that would be angle A. angle B, angle C, and angle D. How could I describe its sides? So this side here would be side AB. This side here would be side AD. Remember, I quite like them to be in alphabetical order. Let's think about the other ones. BC is another side, and CD is also another side. So this is very similar to what we talked about with the triangles. Okay. Now, this is the first example. I'd like you to copy this down, please. We've got to describe the geometrical properties of the parallelogram ABCD. We've got to describe them. So pause the video, copy this down, and let's get to describing the properties. I'm actually going to type our answers this time just because I think it's probably easier. Okay, so let's think about which sides are the same. Well, we know we need to look at the dashes. So which sides are the same length? I can see that AD is equal to BC. Let me highlight that for you so you can see which sides I'm talking about. AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. In length is what that means. Let's think about another one, because there's definitely another one, another pair. And AB is equal to CD. I'm going to highlight that pair of lines for you so you can see what I'm talking about. AB is equal to CD in length. So we've talked about the lengths there. We've got two pairs of equal sides. Now let's talk about the parallel sides. Do we have one pair or do we have two pairs? Well, AD and BC are parallel, and then AB and, did I say that right? AD and BC are parallel, and AB and DC are parallel to each other. So here we've got two pairs of parallel sides. That's the second point. Now, do we have any right angles? No. So that's all we can say about parallelogram, ABCD, because obviously parallelograms don't actually have right angles. What we can say is about a parallelogram, we can think about what angles are equal to each other. Now, in a parallelogram, the angles opposite to each other are equal. So what I can say is angle A is equal to angle C. And I can also say that angle B is equal to angle D. And that would be how I would write it. So here are the properties of the parallelogram. If you need to go back and have a look through that, rewind the video and have another look. Okay? Make sure you've got all of that copied down. So, here is what I want us to start filling out. Okay, we're going to start filling this out, and I think we're going to try and do it quite quickly because I can only record for 15 minutes before this cuts out. So a square and a rectangle. Well, a square has 4 equal sides, doesn't it? Next one, it has 4 right angles. Let's think about parallel sides. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides. So there's the properties of a square. For the properties of a rectangle, we've kind of already done this. It's got 2 pairs of equal sides. It's got 4 right angles again. And then it also has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, make sure you're drawing a little picture of each of these and you're copying this down, please. Next one, parallelogram and a rhombus. Now, a parallelogram we've literally just done, okay? So we can say that it has 2 pairs of equal sides. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides, which gives it its name, parallelogram. And then it has 2 pairs of equal angles. Okay, going to put that on the row below. There we go. Now for a rhombus, all the sides are the same length. So it has 4 equal sides. It also has 2 pairs of parallel sides. And then it has 2 pairs of equal angles. Okay. Last page that I want you to write down here, we've got a trapezium and a kite here. So a trapezium doesn't have any equal sides sometimes. What it does have, this particular trapezium, it has 1 pair of parallel lines, and we can put them on the diagram. Let's put them on the diagram. There's our pair of parallel lines there. What else does this shape have? Well, it doesn't have any equal sides and it doesn't have any equal angles. But that's not true for all trapezium. So we're just going to leave it there. We're not going to write anything else about the trapezium, because some trapeziums can actually have a right angle. Some trapeziums can have equal sides. So we're going to leave it there. Now we're going to talk about the kite next. Okay. So it's got 2 pairs of equal sides, because the top 2 sides are the same and the bottom 2 sides are equal. Does it have any parallel lines? No. No parallel lines. Does it have any equal angles? Yes, it does. The left angle and the right angle, the right-hand side angle, are the same. So 1 pair of equal angles. And that's all we need to know about those shapes. Now, I hope you drew a picture of each of those and wrote down those bullet points for each of them as well. You need to do that in your book, so you've got the properties of each of the quadrilaterals in there. You need them in there. Okay, so this is the work that I'd like you to do today. I'm going to kind of make this as a spare extra sheet as well to upload onto the Google Classroom. You need to match the shape on the left to the description on the right. Okay, so the shape on the left to the description on the right, and it's triangles and quadrilaterals. Now the answers are on the PDF, so you can check if you get stuck with anything. Okay, what I would suggest you do is you write the name of the shape, or you can give letters to the names of the shapes, and you can give numbers to the description. So you can write something like A2 or C3 or something like that. Okay, if you don't, because you've got all the information in your book already, just writing it like that will be fine. Okay, if you're able to print it off, then maybe you could colour code it. I think that would be a really nice idea. Okay, so submit a photo of your work onto the Google Classroom as soon as you've done your work, and let me know if you have any problems at all. Remember to check your answers once you've done. Okay, any questions about it, please let me know. Remember, I'm going to upload this as an extra sheet that you can click on. Maybe you can even on Google Docs draw lines between each of them and share it with me. You might be able to come up with a really interesting way of showing how you do this work today. Okay, I can't wait to see your work, and I hope you have a lovely day, Year 7.